have the strength and courage to be free. Join the Helldivers.
Welcome to my ship, Helldiver. I'm gonna give you some tips so you could survive out on the field more efficiently, so you could spread freedom across the galaxy for us all. Tip number one. When you go switch your armor over here, you will notice that you have medium armor, heavy armor, and then you will unlock light armor. The armor matters. If you die too much, you go heavy. If you want to be just right, you go medium. Light armor is more for a sniper or distant character. Balance your team out with at least one light, one heavy, and two medium. Or even better, go with a full medium squad. Okay, Helldivers, here's a tip for you. When you're out in the field, you aim down sight. You could switch from third person to first person at will. On the PlayStation, it's with R3. You press R3, which is the right thumbstick down, and you will switch from first to third. Now, if you go into the options menu in gameplay, you go to remember aim, and I prefer it per weapon. But if you go global, that means if you left a weapon in first person, they will all be in first person. Me personally, I like some weapons in third person and some weapons in first. You could completely turn this off if you don't care about it. Now, something that will be useful as well. When you're going to reload a weapon, if you leave the reload button pressed down, which is the square button on PlayStation, you could actually switch modes on your gun. Depending on the gun you have, you'll have different variations. You could zoom in further, you can increase the fire rate, you could change from auto to semi. So here we go, and you could change the RPM, which is the shooting speed of the weapon. So you could have a slower shooting speed to conserve ammo, or you could go hard. Another thing is you could leave the flashlight on or permanently off, or just leave it in auto. Different weapons will have different options for you. Remember this, Helldiver, and survive. Next thing you should know, when you're going out on the field, you're choosing. Let's check it out for a second. And
This
we
world
go
is
in here.
riddled with terminate abominations. Where will you strike first?
As you can see, if I complete this, it gives me one medal, which says it right there, one medal.
The freedom of the galaxy
Now
remains in jeopardy.
what you
Let
should
us
know,
join the fight.
if that you increase the difficulty, and you go to the same mission with the increased difficulty, look at how many medals you get now. Look at how many medals you get compared to what you get in easy mode. Now, I'm not saying just jump in challenging mode. Work your way up, but that's how you get more medals. Another useful tip to spread freedom across the galaxy. If you press the square button on PlayStation, you go to acquisitions. Acquisitions is basically a battle pass that you unlock stuff with war bonds. You collect war bonds as you play missions. So this is very useful, especially if you unlock the weapons first. Make sure you go for weapons, grenades, before you go into any other cosmetics. Now, I believe you could also unlock variations of heavy and light armor. But if you want to survive out in the field, go with tactical weapons first before anything. Prioritize victory. overlooks. Here's another tip. When you're looking out for a planet, if you go to a planet, in the bottom right it says R2 for effects. This planet has 0 effects. This planet over here has 2 effects. If you press R2, you could see extreme temperatures, reduced rate of fire, delay heat buildup in weapons, intense snowstorm, reduced visibility. If you check the planets, you will know what hazards you're gonna run into. Extreme cold or any other effect that you might run into. That's a quick tip for you. Another quick tip while you're finding uh another quick tip while you're out there searching for missions, instead of looking for your friends by opening the social button. As you can see, my friends are offline right now, but they're actually playing. The way to join them is by finding their location on the planet. And as you can see right here, it says they're playing this level and I could join. Now, how do you find that? How do you know that your friends are online? If you go to this area, you see a little number 2 next to the green little figure there. That's how I know I could find them here. Over here it says 0. Over here it says 1. Join there and look for them. Once you find them, you could just join them right in the middle of the battle, and therefore you'll never be alone in battle, and you could spread freedom faster. I don't know why you look like you're pressing the buttons over here in the air. This game is called Stratagem Hero, and it's to practice your stratagems. And I got it because I got the Super Citizen Edition for freedom.
Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free.
Join. Become a hero. Become a legend.